Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to all. First of all, thank you from your participation for this press conference. As you know that we organize this press conference to inform you that me on the behalf of Malaysia Lifeline for Syria Society want to tell you that we have an accident while bringing our humanitarian aid to Syria. As you know that our mission on this time, we have a collaboration with some non-government organization body in Malaysia. They are Malaysia Medical Relief Society, Mercy Malaysia, the Muslim Youth Movement of Malaysia, ABIM, and Malaysia Red Crescent Society, Red Cross. The aids include medical support, volunteers, food, clothes, and book. However, as you know that on the way to Idlib, our humanitarian aid convoy was involved in the accident. So the convoy was attacked by the spray shell. So many of our volunteers were injured, and some of them unfortunately died in the accident. The supplies were also damaged by the attack. In result, the mission has to be delayed. So I want to inform you that it is our responsibility to the volunteers who were injured and died in the accident. So the volunteer consists of students, doctors, and other medical officers from different NGO bodies. We have bought the insurance from Great Eastern Life Insurance Berhad, and the insurance include life insurance and medical insurance for all the volunteers that affected by the accident. So now I would like to open the question on the floor. Who want to more details about the accident?
Yeah, I'm Nadia from the staff.
Okay.
So I want to ask how many volunteers that were injured and died in the accident.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, actually there are total from the all NGO bodies and from our society itself, it's around 15 people that injured and also 15 people that died in the accident. So total is about 13 volunteers that affected by the accident.
Okay, can you tell us how much the total of loss for every organization that have collaborated with Malaysia Lifeline for Syria?
Okay. For our society, we have loss of estimation about around 4 million, and for Mercy Malaysia, their loss estimation is around 4 million, and for ABIM it's roughly around 3 million, and also for the Red Cross Malaysia is around 3 million. So when total up is around 15 million for the loss of estimation for this accident that happened in Syria. So I hope that there's no question, and thank you for participating in this press conference. And if you have any question, just directly call us and we will entertain you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I would like to thank for you participating in this great event, and our mission today is Lifeline for Syria, and I would like to give a brief related to our organization. Lifeline for Syria is a humanitarian aid that provides necessary medical support and supplies in addition to food aid in accordance with the needs inside Syria. The convey of transporting aids and volunteers were attacked by stray shells. As a result, there was loss of lives and injuries. Thus, we must acknowledge that the volunteers are unable to continue the mission, and we would like to send a sympathy message to the people who have been lost their lives and their family, and as well those who have been injured that horrible incident. So I would like to pass to you if there is any.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Datum from the Berita Harian newspaper. I want to ask you, how do you handle this crisis for the volunteer? Do you give compensation or what? Can you explain?
Yes, in terms of that, we have friends with this insurance companies like Kina Insurance. They will provide us all necessities to measure the anything regarding to catastrophe or whatever happened, and we give each families, for those who contribute their willing voluntary to organization, their families, I mean, 50,000 as amount of compensation.
Right. I'm Nadia from the staff. So how did you handle the recruiting new members of voluntary? Did you have faced a difficulty on that on this accident?
Somehow we could say it's quite difficult, quite hard to get someone who is willing to volunteer this great mission. But most of the people, they accept when we contact several times and persuade them how mostly we need to have volunteer members in our organization, and it's open for everyone to participate in this great mission. Okay, so if there's no other thing to say, I would like to appreciate you again, and I would like to close our conference. Thank you so much.
I welcome all ladies and gentlemen and all the medias. As we know, Malaysia Lifeline for Syria Society has a mission to bring humanitarian aid to Syrian victims in current turbulent war. This mission has collaboration with some of the non-government organizations both in Sri Lanka. There are Malaysian Medical Relief Society, Mercy Malaysia, the Muslim Youth Movement of Malaysia, and Malaysia Red Crescent Society. The aids include medical support, volunteers, food and clothes, and other goods items. During our last convey, one of our ambulance, during our last convey, during the last convey, the convey was targeted by the government stress shelling, and we have lost some of our beloved members, and some of our members got injured, and we have lost many of our aides. Because of these problems, nowadays our society is facing some problems from the public as well as from some other medias. They are accusing us of not providing enough security for the convey. Unfortunately, this is not true. We have provided with enough security and everything. Due to these accusations, now we are facing problem of many of the volunteers are very reluctant to or hesitating to participate with these events, and also many of the donators, they have reducing fund. So I would like to tell all the volunteers and the donors, don't listen to any of these false accusations. We are in the process of clearing those accusations, so you can continue aid us to support those Syrian victims. Now, if you have any questions, you may ask.
How did you handle this situation in terms of accusation?
Actually, we have created a body to do a project. So they will reveal their reports. So we are going to provide you with enough evidence that this is not our fault.
What should we blame in the future if there's any such accusation come up again?
So we are working with Red Cross, International Red Cross, to make sure that the aids are delivered to the point safely, and we are also working with the UN to make sure that we have enough security to deliver these goods.
And very good evening on this on this very peaceful evening. As a society that has a mission on bring humanitarian aids to the Syrian victims in current turbulent war, Malaysia Lifeline for Syria has a strong bonds within NGOs and also toward our philanthropics. We are really appreciate on our philanthropic and also the NGOs that very support on us and giving their trust on us and keep being as our backbone on this aid, especially toward our biggest support from Al-Bukhari Foundation, Perdana Global Peace Foundation, CCM Pharmacies, Pharma, Nestle Malaysia, and others, several philanthropics. We are really appreciated on their helpful for this humanitarian aids and their trust on us. However, for this latest accident in the Idlib that happened just now was totally out of our control and expectation, because almost 2 over 3 aids was totally lost in this accident. Instead of that, we are also have others exit budget on around 1.2 million in covering the aids toward the crash mission. Due on that, we are really hopeful that our philanthropic members still giving their trust toward our society in being a mobile aids and giving us their hands toward giving the humanitarian aids toward Syrian people. Due on that, I open the floor for any question about this accident.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
I'm Adam from this Great Time newspaper. I'm to ask you, you already stated the philanthropic that involved in this humanitarian aid. Can you exactly tell me how many philanthropic that involved in this humanitarian aid and how much they lost? Thank you.
Alright. Actually, we have more than around 30 philanthropics and more than 20 NGOs are included. And
How many philanthropic that involved in this mission and how much the loss?
And the loss is about around 12.53 million. The biggest is from the foundation of Al-Bukhari, around 2 million. Perdana Global Foundation, around 1 million. CCM Pharmacy is around 0.5 million. Baby Kiko, around 0.5 million. Bata Malaysia, around 0.5 million. Nestle Malaysia, around 1.5 million. And Pharma, 1.5 million. And others is donation from Malaysia resident itself. And others philanthropy is the balance of it.
So how do you handle and how you want to keep their trust of you?
We are really appreciate for our philanthropics bodies that really have a strong trust on us. And besides, we already proceed the documentation and already calculating the total loss that we have faced. And the report was estimated to be completed by the end of this month. So we will send to them, to our philanthropic bodies as soon as possible. And as guarantees from us is they still get their reduction tax later and appreciation from our society itself. And we are very thankful for their help. Okay, that's end from us. Thank you.